Here with UWL football coach Mike Schmidt on the first day of practice of the 2018 season underway. Coach Schmidt, before we talk about your first day of practice and the season ahead, let's just ask you a personal question, your plans and what you did this summer.
I took a lot of vacation, actually. I went to Miami and the Florida Keys. We took another week-long vacation up north. So if we don't get a first down this year, it'll be because I didn't do a whole lot of work in the summer. We had a lot of camps in June, and then the coaching staff really took some time off this July, which was great for everybody.
Headed into your third season, just what have you learned your first 2 years here at UWL?
Yeah, this has been such a transformation for me as a coach, getting a chance to deal with our players. I think we've just really learned the type of people that we have here. We have such great kids here; it's unbelievable, and that they want so much more in terms of intelligently coaching them and not just stomping on them and throwing that stuff at them. They want to know why. They want to get coached really smartly, and so I think we've done a really good job figuring a lot of those things out. But I said this the other night. I finally feel comfortable as the head coach. Coming into fall camp, I know where everything's at. I know what we're doing. I know what to expect. We've all kind of worked together for a while. So, coming into fall camp now, I really feel comfortable being here as the head coach. It's just a lot of fun.
First day practice today completed, but before we get into that, just talk about your setting here. I mean, with the bluffs.
Yeah, you can't beat what I have behind me right now. I mean, even in the hot heat and humidity with how green it is here and the stadium. I mean, the other morning I drove in and there's a rainbow over the stadium, and it's what a special place this is. I can't stop thinking about how lucky I am to be the head coach here, and it's just what a responsibility. Having guys like Coach Terry, who was my coach, and obviously Coach Herring and Coach Chris and Coach Jacques Mel and Coach Chris Novich, all the guys that have come before, and Coach Mick Miyamoto, who's my guy with that. All the people that have come before me to get a chance to coach here, and our players to get a chance to play here, pretty special deal.
Talk about your staff. Got some new additions this year. Talk about them a little bit.
Yeah, we have two really big ones that are really sticking out. Obviously with Coach Bankson, who's doing just a fabulous job with the offense and with the quarterbacks. You can just see it in how we line up, how we run routes, how we do things, how we communicate. A lot of attention to detail. It's a lot of fun having him here. Coach Frichty, working with the wide receivers. That addition has showed up right away with him and Coach Frank Tierney working together. You can just see the effect that's having on our players. And then we've really picked up some really valuable new young coaches. Sam Chilson from Onalaska, Tanner Snewstead from Westby. I mean, those guys have been huge pickups, along with Brandon McCandis and Eric Groff, who are former players of ours. Huge additions to us as young student coaches. So we sure feel like we got a really good mix here.
Talk about the team a little bit. You have 49 letter winners, but of course you have a lot of newcomers as well. Just talk about the mix of the team.
Yeah, not a lot of guys that have taken really meaningful action. To be honest with you, we have a lot of holes to fix, and you can just see that. I think we have a ton of talent out on the field right now. I think we're really good, but I don't know that we're going to perform really well, and that's because there's a lot of work that goes into being detailed and showing up right and being able to execute on a consistent basis. And that's always, I think, the thing that you see from the young guys is just how hard it is to be consistently good. And so, we have some guys that have been through it, but that number's really small. I mean, even on defense, we only have 5 seniors on defense. 5, no, 0 senior defensive linemen. So, I mean, when you look at those numbers, I mean, it's staggering to think that this whole team behind us pretty much is going to be back next year. And so the seniors really need to step up and perform and be really good senior leaders for us and execute. And then the young guys got to learn on the fly.
8-2 last year, 5-2 in the conference, most overall and conference wins since 2006. Just your feelings from last year going into this year and your expectations.
Yeah, day one I got here, I said I want to get to the pinnacle of Division III football. When we leave here and when it's all said and done, when people think of the top 10 teams in the history of Division III football, UW La Crosse is going to remain in that top 10 and going to be there. We want to be a perennial team at the top of this thing. And when you say that and when you want that, it comes with really high expectations. And that's what we're here for, is to have that. And we feel like we got the place, the university, the athletics department. We have all the things that can back that up. And I really feel like we have the players now to be in a position to compete on a continual basis.
3 weeks from tomorrow, opener at Luther College. Just talk about you and your staff as you prepare here in the preseason practice.
Yeah, last night about 11 o'clock we had a staff meeting, and I just told them in that staff meeting, I said, boy, you guys, we have a lot of work to do, and you guys have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to get our guys ready. This is going to be a continual basis. it really is going to be a fight, because that consistency for these young guys to show up and get ready to play it's hard. It's hard work. It takes a lot of focus by our staff, but that's really their job. And I told that staff, you guys have a lot of work to get done here in the next 3 weeks, and I think they really accept that. And we're going to get that part done, and we'll put out a really good football team on September 1st.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.